Hi, welcome to the Actors Access interviews. I'm sitting here today with Jack Carlisle.
Hey, how you doing?
Nice to meet
Nice
you,
to
Jack.
meet you.
So tell me when you started to act.
Uh, well, it started with me being injured playing football. I was going to go to Louisiana State University to walk on and play football. And right during training before the season started, I blew out my shoulders. And, I tried doing the whole typical thing the kids do from the South, like join the fraternity, find your sweetheart, just everything that all my friends were doing that I was raised to believe I thought was cool. And once I couldn't play sports anymore, that was it for me. I mean, I didn't find just partying fun anymore. I didn't find anything fun anymore until I started going to the movies by myself. Never acted a day in my life. Never did theater in high school. But the only thing that was making me smile was really going to movies. And the way my life was going in Baton Rouge, I just said, dude, if you don't leave and try this, I mean, for lack of a better word, not to be melodramatic, but you're going to be dead or in jail in 2 years. So I just moved out here and got enrolled into some acting classes, and with luck and just hard work, here it is, about 4 years later, I'm still here.
Great. Are you still seeing movies by yourself?
Occasionally. One thing I wish Los Angeles had, which I don't understand we don't have, is a 24-hour movie theater.
Interesting.
That'd be great. So maybe if I make it, I could maybe start a 24-hour movie theater.
I think they had some in New York, but I'm not sure they were.
Well, maybe they're not that kind of movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you've been out here for, you say, 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Man.
It's a habit.
So
I call girls that are
polite.
younger than me, ma'am. It's like my catchphrase, but yet I get slapped sometimes. So.
That's okay, sir. So you are studying. How are you promoting yourself out here? How are you using websites such as Actors Access to further your career? And is it helpful? Is it useful?
I think really, I'm kind of going through a rebirth phase in my career. Like I think when everybody gets out here, like you do anything people tell you. Like anything, you're like, oh, you got to shoot with this photographer, you got to shoot with that photographer. Oh, you got to maybe tone down your accent, color your hair, study with this person, no, study with that person.
Yeah.
And you really invest and do a lot, and then you see this like little bit in return, and you're like, man, that was stupid. So really, what I did is just, I booked a few things here and there. I was able to get a pretty good agent, and they use Actors Access, and like that's where like the meat is, because like that's where everybody who's casting everything goes to. So it's like you can print up all these flyers you want that people just take one look at, throw it in the trash, or you go to the source. And I think Actors Access, breakdown services is really, I mean, that's what you need to be doing. Because it's the best, and it's where everybody goes. Yeah, you can do other stuff if you want, but like I said, you look in the trash can on Sunset Boulevard and you see where all those expensive flyers and whatnot goes. It's sad, my friends. They try to do that, and I feel sorry for them.
What advice do you have for actors maybe who are just fresh out of high school, just maybe moved to Los Angeles, or are starting late in life for acting, and they come out here, and what can you save them some time by telling them in terms of, like you said, listening to yourself instead of what everybody else is telling you?
Well, I mean, you do have to listen to some people, but I mean, you look at who's giving you information. I mean, every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's a quote-unquote producer, manager, whatever, that has, a studio apartment in Van Nuys is telling you something. But then if you, by chance, get to have a drink with somebody who's got the names ICM, William Morris, or a studio name behind their name on their business card, okay, maybe I'll listen to what this person has to say.
Sure.
But as far as personally, I mean, pardon the cliche, but like the one rule is that there are no rules. I mean, you can come out here and you could be standing in line at 7-Eleven, and a producer or director could be like, "Oh my God," but then and then next thing you know, you're in Titanic too. But for the most part, it's hard work, and a lot of people that make it, I forgot where this catchphrase came from, but a lot of people that make it, as soon as you see them, people know them as like the 8-year overnight success. So my advice would be is to be out here. You got to be out here for the long haul. You can't say, oh, I'm going to try it and da-da-da. If you say it like that, you're going to fail. Like with me, personally, I had no backup plan. Like this was it for me. And if I 10 years from now, if I'm... Sorry.
Sorry, I saw him doing something funny in the corner of my eye. Pardon
I thought
me.
I was talking too long.
No,
Oh.
it's all good. Okay. Um, so, you know, I saw him doing something funny in the corner of my eye. Pardon me.
Okay.
No, no, it's all good. This has been an Actors Access interview. I am Jennifer Riker, and we will be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Thank you.